in evolutionary enlightenment, and in what I teach in the teaching of evolutionary enlightenment, it starts with the cultivation of the intention.
Yes.
It cultivates the intention. So the intention is, do I want to come together with other people? Do I want to come together with other people in oneness? And then how important is this desire to come together with other people in oneness? But that's the foundation of everything. So the question starts with do I want to come together with other people in the state of oneness? So in the state of oneness, in the state of spiritually conscious oneness, there's no fear, there's no doubt, there's no suspicion, there's no competition. There's a state of total vulnerability and trust. So it's very precious. Do I want to come together with other people in a state of oneness? Because there's two things. Number one, everybody wants to have an experience of oneness. So Ramesh wants to have an experience of oneness. Akash wants to have an experience of oneness. Apurva wants an experience of oneness. Kalavati wants an experience of oneness. Vijay wants an experience of oneness. That's one thing. But then then on a secondary level is I want to come together with others to experience that oneness. So one is either I want oneness for myself, it's a oneness I want to experience for myself, or I want to come together and experience that oneness as a we. I long to experience oneness in the context of we. And that's very different. So either I'm looking for oneness for myself alone. So for example, I go to see Andrew teach, because when I'm with him, I experience a sense of oneness for myself. Or I want to spend time with Andrew so that with him, I can experience a sense of oneness with other people, so then we can experience oneness together. And in the experience of oneness as togetherness, we awaken, we become conscious of the potential for all of humanity, the spiritual potential for all of humanity. So then we go from I consciousness to we consciousness. And the we consciousness in this context is about giving rise to the potential for all of humanity. So this is a different kind of coming together than any other human relationships. It's different than friendships, and it's different than family relationships, because we're coming together because of consciousness, because of oneness, not because of any other reason. And that's what changes absolutely everything.
Yeah.
That means that when we come together, and when we come together in this kind of context, because we're coming together in consciousness, we can become aware of eternal truths. And what it is, it's relief from the personal self. So when you get a group of people to come together in this one consciousness, in the realization of the unity of consciousness, everybody wakes up. And what I'm saying is, in this shared realization of the unity of consciousness, that's when higher human potential emerges. Context of human beings coming together becomes consciousness. That's when we give rise to a completely different potential for humanity. And that's what has to be at the core, or at the center of this kind of spiritual collective.